What did we buy? If I could drum, I would do a drum roll right now, but instead I'm just gonna turn the lights on!
Cast down with the devil don't go where I make my home. Cast down with the devil don't go
4 out of 5 doctors agree starting your morning by purchasing a vehicle you don't need with money you don't have to spend is a leading cause of, wanting to throw myself off a skyscraper. So I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what we should mess with and what we should build on. The Suzuki X90 was a big winner. Everybody seemed to really like the idea of doing X90, which is cool because they're cool cars. The X90 is like this coupe, bubble top, T-top having 4-wheel drive, 4-cylinder, just like little, I don't even know how to explain, like a micro machine, but in real life. And they are cool, and I know that Rye is going to purchase one without his wife's permission, so that's cool. But the bottom line is, if I did an X90 and I slammed it to the ground, or I lifted it up in the air, or I engine swapped, whatever, it's going to be really hard to recoup any funds from that build if I ever sell it, because who's going to buy a lifted up X90 other than me? So instead, I purchased something that has an LS engine. Typical lame. It's got a stick shift, obviously. It's got 2 doors, no sunroof, and I don't know what other hints to give. Oh, it's got a turbo. Probably should mention it's got a turbo, and it needs a lot of love. But that's what I'm here for, is just to give all my love in. I'm also very tired, so I'm sorry. Sorry if I have eye boogers. I got up at 4 this morning because I was like, oh, traffic into Louisville is going to be bad, and it wasn't bad at all. If you grew up in the Chicago suburbs like me, and you're driving into the city from the suburbs, it's 3.5 days to get to the city if you're driving. If you take 90 or 88, whatever, it's 3.5 days. So I always judged Louisville traffic based on Chicago traffic, which I can't do anymore. I need to realize that the one thing Louisville does a little bit better is commute traffic. Even when people complain, it took me 45 minutes to get downtown today. Oh, okay. So that results in me being extremely early to pick this car up. I have to pick this car up, put it in my trailer, and haul ass to work so I'm not late. Because I don't want to get fired. That would suck. I'm only 22 minutes late. So I literally was just looking for my phone that I'm holding and filming with. What did we buy? If I could drum, I would do a drum roll right now, but instead I'm just gonna turn the lights on! It's a 1993 Nissan 240 SX. Sick! It is a Texas car, so as far as rust goes, it's in good shape in that department. Slick top, which I like a lot. Coupe, which is the only S13 you should ever buy. It's got a lot of random little things done. 300ZX hubs all the way around, 300ZX wheels, Q45 diff, 350Z axles. It's got a 5.3 with Gen 4 rods, regapped piston rings on stock pistons, new bearings, I think 862 heads, LS9 head gaskets, blah, 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 LS6 intake, VS Racing, 76 millimeter precision wastegate, tile blow-off valve somewhere underneath there. Somewhere. Needs a ton of button up. You know, 240, so you know. But just a lot of button up stuff, you know. Redo all this, redo all this. Just, you know, redo a lot of it. We're gonna start with ripping all of this wiring out and redoing the wiring, figuring out where, you know, some of this stuff goes, redoing the fuel system. Oh, It's gonna be like Extreme Makeover Home Edition, but instead of Home Edition, it'll be 240SX, and instead at the end, everybody's happy, I jump off a building, and that's the end of the show. So that'll be a good plan of attack. The other thing that makes this purchase easier is the fact that I work at the largest LS warehouse in the Midwest. So LS specific warehouse in the Midwest. So I already have a brand new BP Automotive engine harness in the truck. I have a bunch of odds and ends that I need. Basically go through anything of vital importance first, and then knock out the foundation of everything that needs to be corrected, and then go from there and see what we can do. I won't have the RX-7 done for a while, and I just wanted something to tinker with. May have bit off a little bit more than I can chew, but that's project life. So if we at least make funny videos with it, I think it's a win. So either way, tune in, subscribe, and share stuff for us, and I'll try to sleep tonight with this burden hanging over my head.
Please tell me why you always leave.